What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to another Superhero Saturday here on your totally cool channel. I'm Big Joe, taking you on another adventure to the Marvel Universe, particularly the world of the Fantastic Mutants, the X-Men. Yes, we are opening our second box for today. This is a second piece of the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure with none other than Warpath. Now, Warpath is the second figure in this collection where you've got two Deadpools, a Maverick, a Shiklah, a Black Tom Cassidy, and a Sunspot. But in this episode, we will be focusing on the Native American powerhouse of the X-Force, Warpath. Warpath is actually the second mutant in his family. First was Thunderbird, if I'm not mistaken, and they have another sister who's also a mutant and who's also a member of the X family. Right? Now let's take a look at Warpath and set these babies aside for the future, and let's focus on this behemoth. Marvel's Warpath is a powerful mutant with superhuman strength and speed. Warpath is a formidable warrior with a proud and noble heart. Yes. Now let's take a closer look at the box. Just like any Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure, you have the very open, very visible figure inside. And then on the right side, you have Warpath in a loud war scream, war yell, or war shout, whatever. And he's got those nice golden bracelets. On the left, it's the same look. And on the back, it's Warpath with a fist up yours. And the other figures of the entire collection that you need to be able to build X-Factor's Strong Guy. Yes. So let's not prolong the agony and start showing you the amazing figure that is inside. Let's open this guy up and see what he is all about. Okay, if you watched last week's episode, you will remember that Deadpool had a yellow backdrop, and it's got the Deadpool logo. This one has the same yellow backdrop, but with the X logo. Yep, because he is a member of the X-Force. Okay. Ooh, okay. Sturdy, sturdy, sturdy. Let's take a look at the figure. Just keep him inside the clamshell for now. So what comes with this figure is the right leg of Guido, or the guy named the mutant named Strong Guy, and a couple of alternate hands that have a hole in them, although there is no visible weapon that comes with this figure. So let's take him out. Look at that pose. That's nasty. Oh. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm seeing a couple of things I don't like, but I'm seeing a couple of things that I do. Okay? All right. Now let's take a look at the figure first. And that blue and red is just jaw-dropping. Yep. It really has a presence to it. Okay? Now you've got the whole blue and red costume going for it, and then you've got this detachable shoulder pads actually, and then you've got the nice little accent that points to his Native American heritage, the feathers on the head, on the hair, the warrior in him. All right. And then you've got this guy never skipped leg day. Look at those quads and look at those calves. Yep. And then you've got this whole stringy thing coming down from his shoulder pads. And then you've got the same accent on the leg. Yep. Native American look. Yes. And then you've got a scrunched up look, and then you've got the color of the skin is really nice and brown. The red man. Yes. Okay. I don't know if that's still politically correct to say that. And he's got bigger than usual feet, and although the feet joints are kind of loose, if you ask me. Okay, a couple of things that really speak to me is that number one, the blue and gold, the blue and the red, especially this one, the accent on the chest, and the gold. It really breaks the pattern. It really creates that, I'm strong, I've got big bracelets. But then a couple of things that I don't like. For those of you who follow this channel for a long time, this is something that I don't like, the pins, because there's the technology and there is that engineering know-how to be able to create figures without the pins. However, I would give him the excuse that he was released really, really long ago. So that's probably before they were able to come up with a pinless construction. But that being said, it's not going to be a deal breaker as far as wanting to keep this guy in the collection. He does have a very strong presence to him. And then you've got that nice, you know, and then you've got the black hair that's also all defined, all properly defined. And then it's got the war paint on the face, of course. The war paint on the face. Okay. This is going to be a quick study. So let's do a toy review. First impression. Figure alone really catches your eye. It speaks to you. Aside from the fact that he is not a very commonly released character, unlike a Wolverine or a Cyclops or even a Storm or even a Jean Grey, he's not mainstream. I've seen more variants of Cable come out rather than Warpath. And that's why when this is part of a collection, you might as well just get it, because on its own, the figure is already good. So, out of the box, also has some heft to it. Could really stand up to other powerhouses. Maybe not a Colossus or maybe not even a Strong Guy, but could probably stand toe-to-toe with a Blob. Alright? Price point, again, as a part of a set, it gets diluted, but the cost per piece is very reasonable. Given the fact that he was released a long time ago, it's sometimes very hard to find a whole set or even an individual figure. So the price is not, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So it's not unreasonable. So if you're still going out to look for this, it's possible that you would be able to find one that's fairly priced, considering how rare or how difficult it is to find him. Shelf appeal. He is, like I said, a very unique figure. He doesn't really show up much. So get a chance to grab him, because a mutant collection is not complete without Thunderbird. Alright? So the shelf appeal is just there, especially if you're building an X-Force. If you've got a Cable and you've got a Domino, you've got to have a Thunderbird. Is he an X-Force? Yeah, I think he's X-Force. But he does have a different look. Playability, that's where it goes down a notch. He only has two alternate hands that we're supposed to be holding on to something, but he doesn't have a weapon to grab onto. It would be nice if he had some kind of weapon, some kind of a stick, some kind of a bat, or some kind of a, something that could act as a weapon. But you don't have gripping hands if you don't have weapons to hold on to. So that brings him down a little bit. So let's do a final toy review for Thunderbird. Tell me what you think. Is he not cool? Is he cool? Or is he totally cool? Let me know in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Personally, I think he's cool. He does not have a lot of accessories. He does not even have a lot of costume to go around, but given the uniqueness of the character, given the rarity that the character is released or is given life as a toy, he is a very, very cool figure to add to a very diverse collection that includes Black Tom Cassidy, Maverick, and even Sunspot. These are not so well released figures or cultivated, or these are figures that are not so marketable. You really have to be a fan. So the reason why he's cool, because fact that he is. Just for being, he's cool. So that ends our episode for today, and thank you for watching until the very end. I hope you watch us throughout the series as we build up to Strong Guy at the end of the series. With that, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that bell button. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Always remember, this is Big Joe reminding you, toys are not just cool, they're totally cool. So happy collecting. Bye-bye.